Welcome back, bros, to another video review. And today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beast Weaponizer 2-pack Beast Alliance Wheeljack and Rhinox. So for the contents, this is what we get inside. We get a box figure with Wheeljack and also Rhinox and the instruction manual. So here we are taking a closer look at Wheeljack, and he is the only one in Wave 2. As you can see right here, Wheeljack looks really good, and he looks pretty accurate towards the movie. With that being said, Wheeljack mainly consists of molded plastic and only has painted detail on the bumper of the vehicle, the face, and also the front windshield of his alt mode. But other than that, just looking at them for what we get, we have tons of molded detail in the figure. We have the fake, what do you call them? Headlights on the legs and on the chest region. We have multiple details in the brown plastic for the forearms. And then we have the back of the vehicle mode on the back, which is his front knees down to his shins. And like I said, for what we get for this $14.99 figure, it's actually pretty good. And I like the way it has turned out. So for the articulation on Wheeljack, it's basically the same as what we got with the previous two Weaponizer Beast Alliance 2-packs with Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal. But I'm going to show it off anyway. So Wheeljack, his head can turn left and right. His shoulder can go all the way up there due to type of transformation. He has a 360 rotation at the shoulder because it's a ball joint. He also has a forearm ball joint so it can rotate. There is no wrist swivel. There is a waist swivel, so that's good. The leg can kick up this high. It can bend, also 90. And then you could possibly have it having more of a greater bend or less than 90 if you want to move the ball joint down. The foot, as you can see, is on a hinge, so it can rock forward and backwards, and that's due to transformation. And the leg can kick up this high. It can go back this far. And that's pretty much all the articulation that this figure has. And it's not bad because this figure is only priced at $14.99, and I do think it is a solid figure. So for the accessory that comes with Wheeljack, we get Rhinox, and it is the same weaponizer that you get before in the single pack. So I'm not really going to spend much time on it. But basically what you do is you split them, and you split his other leg open, and then you basically just fold it back, compress it down. Like I said, everybody should know how to do this. It's real simple. It's not hard. So I'm just doing it quickly. And now he's holding his weaponizer in his hand. And Wheeljack looks pretty good with that big Gatling Weaponizer Rhinox weapon, in my opinion. So for the details on Rhinox, there's a lot of molded details. Yes, I do believe if they would have took the time to add more paint, this would look incredible. Now, I am a little disappointed with the Rhinox Weaponizer because I feel like the Gatling part of this gun or the barrels should be at least painted silver. That would have made this, I guess, just as good as the first one, because I think the first one had the silver on the inside. But with this just being all molded brown plastic, it's kind of a little bit let down. But I guess Wheeljack makes up for that. So with the figures I have out here before you, I want to say Wheeljack looks pretty darn good, and I think he fits. And like I said, this is the Weaponizer's Beast Alliance character, not the deluxe that we've got in the 3-pack for Target. But I'm technically holding out for the Studio Series version of Wheeljack, which is supposed to come out sometime next year. So this is my stand-in for the Autobots. Even though, yes, he may lack in paint, but he does look good in the height, and I think he scales well with the figures I have out before you. So now it's time for transformation. Now that we have Wheeljack in his alt mode, this is what we get. And I must say, it definitely represents the same vehicle that he was in the movie. Like I said, it is missing a lot of paint. I do think a lot of paint would make this figure look a lot better. And keep in mind, it is a kid's toy. So I'm just going to be honest. I do not like that blue windshield. I wish it was black, smoked out, gray, any color but that light blue, because I feel like that light blue is just so unrealistic. Because it's light blue, they also painted the windshield wipers blue also. But other than that, like I said, it holds the robot kibble pretty good. Everything's underneath. You can't tell, except for the arms, that it's a robot. It compresses really nicely. I know you saw in the transformation, I had to keep trying to compress it and get it just right for the arms and the back legs, because they do tend to move because they are on ball joints. So here we are to start the comparisons off. Here I have the Wheeljack with the mainline Bumblebee and the mainline Voyager size Optimus Prime. As you see, the vehicle is definitely out of scale. And for vehicle mode, it does not scale well with these size figures. And the reason why I'm using the main line is because they're definitely smaller than the Studio Series figures. Because I feel like the Studio Series figures will be a little bit too large and make Wheeljack seem out of place. So here we are for the front view. I'm going to try to give you some good angles so you can see all three racing out. From the front, it's not too bad, but like I said, the side view of all three characters, it definitely proves that Wheeljack is too small to go with the more larger figures in your collection. And for my last comparison, here I have Wheeljack with the other weaponizer, Optimus Prime. And now, yes, this scale looks very good in my opinion. Check out the vehicle modes together. And yes, I do believe this is the perfect scale when having Wheeljack in his vehicle mode. I like it. I think it works very well. And I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully them continuing this line out, which we all know ends with RC, unfortunately. But I think this line is a very good line, especially for Wheeljack. So now we're at the part of the review where I like to do the Yeah Bro figure rating. And we're going to do a pickup or a pass where I like to share my opinions and thoughts on this figure in efforts to keep you informed on this purchase if you're interested in picking up this toy. So first off, I'm going to start with the paint details on this figure. And I'm going to be honest, it's not a lot of paint details on this figure. It's just a lot of molded plastic with a little bit of paint here and there. And the reason why I say that, because there's paint on the grill of Wheeljack, there's paint on his face, and then there's paint for the Autobot chest. And other than that, just paint on the front windshield of the vehicle. So this figure, in my opinion, definitely lacks in the paint category. But the molding on this figure is brand new. It's not something that we've received before. I like the molding on it. My copy is pretty good quality, nothing really loose or that I feel that's going to break on this figure. It's definitely durable, and I like the transformation between alt mode to robot mode. Now, with that being said, the playability on this toy, I believe, is very high in my opinion, because it can interact with the weaponizers, and not only that, it can roll in vehicle mode and it can hold dynamic poses in the robot mode. So all in all, for me, this is a pickup, because I definitely like the Weaponizer line, and I definitely like how they turned out and the size and the scale, as you saw with the previous figures that I showed during the comparison portion of the review. If you're interested in picking up a copy of this figure, I got my copy from Amazon.com, where if you would like to purchase this item, it is in stock for $14.99 plus taxes. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel positive feedback, and not only that, it helps my channel to continue to grow to one day be monetized. Thank you once again spending your time watching my video. Until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon.